Hey guys, Zoid here and welcome to this guide on Destiny 2 where I'm gonna be discussing everything you need to know about Indebted Kindness, the legendary sidearm which everyone is seeking, which is creating Kaido in the Destiny 2 community. So I'm gonna be discussing this weapon and how you can get it, where you can get it from, and what are the god roll for it, and what is the efficient way or some of the efficient ways in which you can farm this weapon. So yeah, let's get started. So first things first, the place where you can get this weapon is, I believe, from a dungeon. The dungeon is located in EDZ. It is called Warlord's Ruin. So this dungeon drops this weapon called Indebted Kindness. And the way in which you can farm it or you can get it is if you run the regular dungeon. You can get it as a world drop. You can get it after defeating the boss. You can get it in a various number of ways. The way I got it was I farmed the first boss and he dropped it for me, and I think that is the most efficient way in which you can farm this dungeon for the specific weapon. Let me show you what I used to farm this weapon. So this is my Titan build. As you can see, I'm running a Banner of War Titan with into the fray aspect, Banner of War, of course, for the regen, Thread of Warding for the woven mail, Thread of Fury for damaging target and getting back the tangled and melee energy, Thread of Generation for dealing damage and generating the grenade energy, Thread of Ascent, of course, for my grenade ability reloads and overall efficient damage. The abilities I'm using is Towering Barricade, Strafe Lift, Frenzied Blade, and Grapple Grenade, of course, for the 1-2 punch build, which I'm going to be showing you. So I'm going to be diving in depth with this build and how I did it with everything in a separate video, which I've already made. I will be linking that later. So this is the rough estimate of what you want to do if you want to farm the first boss. Let me show you quickly what I use as mods. So these are all the seasonal mods I'm using. Right, this is very important because since it is Scorn, so you need this. And if you're doing solo, you need the solo operative as well. I was doing it with a friend, so I didn't use that. But you need solo operative if you are doing it solo. Right, and focus your stats on resilience and discipline, and the rest can follow afterwards. As you can see, my resilience is 100 and my discipline is 103. So yeah, now let me show you the god roll for Indebted Kindness. So this one I got yesterday, I believe, and the two important perks which you need and the one which you definitely need is called Vote Shot. So basically, to sum it up, what happens is if you get a kill on a combatant or any ad, reload the weapon, it creates a supercharge for your weapon. And then if you fire your weapon, it creates jolt effect and it will chain to other enemies, and that's how you clear the ads. So it has a massive potential to ad clear. It almost shots yellow bars, or shots yellow bars in high levels, which is extremely efficient. Now this perk, which is called Red from Gold, picking up heavy ammo also grants ammo to this weapon. So if you are running, say, a heavy ammo finder followed by a heavy ammo scout or just a heavy ammo finder, so if you pick that ammo up, it will also grant ammo for Indebted Kindness as well. So it is a very efficient way to use this weapon. These are not the ideal ones which I was looking for, but I wouldn't have cared less if I got either of these two. I got these two, so these really don't matter. But yeah, let me tell you what you really need here. So hold on. The first perk which you need is Volatile Launch here. Volatile Launch because you need that handling speed and projectile speed to fire it quickly. The main thing about Volatile Launch in the first column is increased blast radius, which is good for ad clear, not so good for bosses. So if you are doing ad clear, if you're dealing with minor spec enemies, you should be looking for volatile launch on the first column. In the second column, the ideal perk which the community seems to be using is Tactical Mag. Tactical Mag because it increases the stability, which is like, it doesn't matter that much, but it is good to have. The main thing about it is reload speed and increased magazine size, which is plus 10 reload speed and I believe somewhat increase in the magazine size as well. So yeah, you need Tactical Mag in the second column. These two are compulsory. If you can get these two to drop, these two are very nice. If you don't have left from gold, you can go for beacon rounds as well here. So yeah, that makes sense. Volt shot is a mandatory here to clear ads and just an overall good perk. Sundering is the origin trait, which is of course there. And if you're going for mods, I think minus spec is a good one here, because you will be dealing with ads if you're using this weapon. So minus spec. Then boss spec if you're doing boss damage. Major spec if you're dealing with yellow bar enemies or champions. So these three mods are the main mods you would want to use. About the masterwork, I have the reload speed, which is fine, I guess. But what you really need here is either velocity or blast radius, which really does good damage here. So go for either velocity or blast radius. This is not the absolute God Roll, I'm telling you again. But these two are the main ones which I was looking for. So yeah, this is kind of a God Roll. So definitely go for velocity or blast radius here. If those two do not drop for you, you must have reload speed here, which works as well, because it is a slow reloading weapon. So yeah, that is the God Roll for Indebted Kindness in PvE aspect of the game. And how you get it is, I already explained. You go to the Warlord's Ruin Dungeon, you farm the first boss, you get to the first puzzle, which is the jail puzzle, and you just return to orbit. The drops go to your postmaster and you can check it from DIM or like directly, however you want it. That is how you farm the first boss. I will be diving into the details of the first boss in another video. That is all for this one. Thank you for watching. Do leave a like, share it with your friends if this guide has helped you, and subscribe for more. Adios.